What is up, everybody? It's your man Ghetto in the house. Welcome with a Sunday workshop. Today we will be finishing up this mask made out of cardboard. I got the structure done. It goes all the way around. I'm gonna finish the hair and add some three-dimensional details to the face. Add cheekbones, lips, eyebrows, the whole nine. Maybe next class we will actually paint it. All right, put my eyes back on. Happy Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get started. So I'll just be cutting pieces of cardboard. As far as detaching, I'm just gonna use a pair of scissors to cut the shapes. I would use an X-Acto knife, but for fine detail, I'm gonna use scissors. Got my two things of glue right here, extra staples, and my stapler to keep everything in place. All right, so let's get started with cutting a piece of cardboard. We have my neighbors out there. Love my neighbor, Miss Robin. It's funny, our neighbor, we just moved here a year ago. Our next door neighbor has the same exact name as my wife. Both of their names is Robin Brown. Of course, my wife's last name is Pippins now, but they have to share the same names as her maiden name. They are both super cool. So we got two Robin Browns right next to each other. Crazy, huh? All right, so I think I'm gonna start with building up some cheekbone here. You see, I'm gonna kind of eye it, see how big I want the piece. About like that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that straight across so I can make two for both sides. So I'm gonna be layering. I would do volume, but I don't want any space in between the shapes because I'm just going to stack it until I get it to the build that I want. All right. So it's this. Cut this shape right here. What I'm doing, I'm basically cutting the size. I'm going to lay it on here and then see which shape that I want to cut it in. So I want this to come out here. So I'm going to cut into that. I'm going to round it around the face. All right, so it's going to be about right there. So once I cut it out, I'm going to, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to eye it. So if you're doing this, you can have a marker or something, you know what I mean, or a pencil or whatever, something to draw with, and you can draw the shape and then cut it out. But I like to just lay it on and just cut it. I don't like to waste time setting things up and then drawing it. I just go right in and cut it. Look like that. See, I'm cutting the shape out, and I'm going to bring it about right there. So now that I have that shape, I'm just going to lay it on another piece and just trace it with the scissors. So I'm doing both sides of the face. That's my dog playing with my daughter. Like so. All right, so go ahead and drop some glue on there. And smash that down. I'm going to staple it wherever the staple can fit. So I'm going to push it onto the edge like that. All All right, so I'm gonna hold that down. Give a minute for the glue to set. All right, there. Next one. Go ahead and put that right there. Well, the face is curved, so I'm going to go ahead and put a curve on the cardboard as well so it can fit right onto it. All right, see I curved that. Looking more right onto the face. Squeeze that glue out of there. I'm going to leave this laying down so I don't have to keep forcing the glue back down to the top. All right, that's about where I want it. Just smash it on there. Get a stapler to keep it in place. Boom. All right. See, that's nice and set. That's on there. I'm going to keep layering and cut smaller pieces. Let's see where I want it. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the shape. See if I want that right there. Yep, that works. Keep adding layers onto it. The more layers you add, the more durable the mask will be. That wood glue makes it nice and strong. I don't like that piece right there, so I'm going to round that. Like that. All right. About right there. All right, now that I have that piece, scrape this stuff on the floor. About the second half. The other side. About the other side evenly. Put a curve to it so it can fit right onto the face. Set it where you want it. All right, that works. Glue. Now, when the cardboard is this thick and you're on this part of it, you really can't staple it because the cardboard's too thick. So you just go ahead and depend on the glue. Right there, like that. The other one, let's go this way. I'm gonna flip this over. that. It's starting to build out. I had more texture to it. I'm gonna put smaller and smaller so it makes like a high cheekbone. See, like, yeah, I'm working on this part right here. All right. So, measure out another piece. Straight across. See where I want it. The pieces are getting smaller and smaller. So you're doing 2 of every one with both sides of the face at the same time. All right. It's a little too long, so I'm gonna make it shorter. Sure, it's smaller. That. I'm cutting off the corners to curve it, make it match the cheekbones. Go. Curve on there. And glue. Like I should build something for this glue ball to stay upside down. Some type of dispenser or something. Another piece. Curve this one. And for mask making, this is a tip. I really not into making it perfectly asymmetrical. I make it off, so if it's off a little bit, if it turns a certain angle, it actually gives the illusion of changing facial expression, especially with shadowing. If you're like on stage and the face is a little crooked or a little off, it depends on how the light hits it. Some people even say that they think puppets and masks blink because if the shadow, if the left eyelid is out further than the right eyelid, the shadows play and sometimes they wink, and it's a really cool something to think about when you make mask making, especially if you are performing on stage with the mask. All right. Get up close. And you can see if I lay it this way, you can see how it's starting to build. I should have showed you that earlier. All right, so I'm layering it and I'm stacking layers to build volume and shape to the face. Okay. All right, so cut more. And this process just goes on and on. Instead of keep repeating myself, I'll talk about my day-to-day. I was at a outdoor like flea market type of thing. I had my artwork and some toys that I made set up. Took a couple of puppets with me to entertain the crowd. It was a pretty cool day. I'm kind of tired sorry if my energy level is low. I met some cool people. Met up with some old friends I haven't seen in years. Matter of fact, it's like 10 years ago, I was doing live performance painting for a group called Dirty 530. It's a guy named Josh Gangway, good friend of mine. He was in the band, and it was his idea to have me rock with the band with their live paintings. Well, I met a family today at the craft market, and we put two and two together, and we both realized that they bought the live painting that I did for the band back in the day. So they remembered that. So we exchanged information. Real cool family. And they're going to send me a picture of the painting so I can post it. I'm really excited to see the artwork that I did so long ago. So that was some cool stuff. That's why I like being out in public and networking with people, because you always end up running into people and they've seen you perform a long time ago. It's like this cool because you see like how much you've grown, especially if you're doing like a whole different art now, like I'm doing puppets now. It's pretty crazy. All right, so 3, 4, 3, 4. So now I'm on my 4th layer. You can see how far it's sticking out. It's probably sticking out a good 1/2 inch. It's gonna take a lot more layers to get it where I want before I paint it. Or I might even think about covering it with fabric, which would be pretty cool. See, when you cover it with fabric, you can do wrinkles and folds and stuff to make it look like skin. Let's do that. All right, so now something like that piece, cut that. All right, so now I'm gonna put some nostrils on this thing. It looks like a beak right now, so let's mess with the nose and put some nostrils on there. So I'm gonna use this piece right there because it's the smallest piece I got. You're about right there. So we'll start from there. I'm gonna cut that piece like that, and we'll cut a shape that looks like a nostril. Yeah, that's long enough. All right. So 2 of everything. That's perfect. You can see it from the side. Good way. Go there. So I cut it down around. Come in like that. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect because you don't want it to be perfectly equal on a little imperfection on there. All right, so that's going to go on like that. Cut that piece off because it doesn't get into the other side. Screw. Another one. there? Where'd that glue go? All right. Double that up. And wash, rinse, and repeat. Right here. Glue getting sticky. Keep grabbing the wrong one. Put this to the side. Stick with my almost empty bottle. All right, see the nostrils coming along. I'm going to cut that piece off right there that's hanging down. Keep going on there. I'm going to move around the face so we won't get too bored. I'm going to start working on, I was thinking of giving this thing a mustache. I like face hair because I can't grow any, so I put beards on all my male puppets. That's hanging. Cut that piece up. It's my guard dog, barking and everything, but she's a sweetheart. She doesn't like being on the leash. But she has to be on a leash because she's 6 months and she'll chase a car. So for her own safety, when she's in the front yard, we put her on a leash. We have a backyard with a fence though, but she doesn't see much back there. She's spoiled, so she likes to be around people, which I don't blame her. She's still a baby. All right, do that. All right, so I'm gonna build out the chin. Maybe let's do a bottom lip first. Matter of fact, let me think about this because the mouthpiece where you can breathe, but cover it. I have to open my eyes wide so you can see them. Pretty crazy. All right, so I'm gonna put a lip, bottom lip right here. Maybe and cover the top lip too, but I'll start with a bottom lip. Build that lip out. That's what curve over here. All right. It's a nice curve in there. So if we curve the piece before I even put it on there. Let's put a nice wide look on there. I'm sure we just roll with this. What do y'all think? About this wide? Nah, wider. Wider. curve on it. All right, so we're gonna make it much wider. We're gonna put a lip shape on there. Yep. Since it's curved, I have to hold it down so it can stick. Hold, hold, hold. There we go. All right, let's see. The lip, bottom lip. I'm gonna build that out. Make it the same. I have to make the same length, but I'm gonna make it shorter or thinner. Add some shape to the lip. There to there. Yep, that works. There for the extra glue comes out. Take a little piece of cardboard and just fill in the seam and pull it, wipe it out. Right, take a piece of cardboard, little piece, go right in that groove. Scrape that excess glue right out of there. Yeah. Right. So you can see how it's kind of coming out from the side, from the profile angle. So build that out. So about here. All right. So I'm going to set it. Like I said, rinse and repeat. Oops. Thick enough. Press it down, hold it. Put like 2 more on that bottom lip. This piece. You see the pieces keep getting smaller and smaller as the layer works. And I'm not that type of artist, but like I said, if you want to draw everything out and sketch everything, go ahead and draw the pieces out and stack them that way as well. Actually pre-plan your design. So I like to just add stuff as I go. All right, so see we have the layering of the bottom lip, just like the cheeks. Now we'll go ahead and start throwing a thing on the forehead as well as top. So since this hair is here like this, I'm just going to fill out the eyelids and just throw some big old eyebrows on there. So I'll do some eyelids and cover up the mouth and see what happens. Let's do a mustache. Yeah, do a mustache. Well, see what this looks like so far. All right. You know what? These ears are neglected. There's no detail in the ears, so let's do that. Cut out a piece size of the ear. We're gonna put, put some texture in the ear, some layers on there. Size of the ear. That. You know what? I might wanna just hold a piece of cardboard there and just cut around the ear. So I don't have to draw it. So now that I got that shape, I'm gonna do this part of the ear just surrounding it. Maybe leave a piece for the earlobe as well. That for the earlobe. I'm gonna do both at the same time. Why not? All right, so I trace. I got both ears. I'm gonna cut the inside, the outside shape. I'm gonna actually cut that out. Earlobe. That has a little logo on it, so I'm going to put this on this ear. All right, that should fit. There's some glue on the back. Cardboard, get all that excess glue out of there. And we have some ear action. Yeah. See, so it's a little ear detail versus no ear detail. See some glue. I can only see the glue when I'm showing it to the camera. Scrape that glue out of there. All right. Probably do 2 of those to give some depth to the ear to make it like it's going in. All right. Make sure I lay it on there. Make sure I got the right shape. go. Which ear was that? This one? Scrape that glue out of there. I like. All right, so I will go ahead and put a couple more layers on there to fill it out and put some smaller pieces in on the inside. Put a piece for the chin. Put some big old bushy eyebrows on there. Text. They throw some menacing eyebrows on there. I like that. There we go. I got some character kind of looks like horns, but we'll roll with it. I like the size of that eyebrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Put it upside down. Cut another piece. I'll just roll with this one. Put a piece on there. Like how the eyebrows stick out like those old martial arts movies. The Kung Fu masters, the big eyebrows that stick out, the big long mustache. Might do that to this guy. All right. See how this one is shorter than this one? I'm going to cut this piece off. It's kind of exaggerated. Boom. Eyebrows. There. All right, I'm gonna put some eyelids on there, cut some smaller pieces. That's it. All right, see the eyelid on there. Put it on the other one. Adding some personality. Looks happy though when I make him a little meaner. I can do that with paint though. I can put stripes and mean look. Depends on the eyes too. Let's cut another strip. Go. Add this one to the other eye. All right. So I'm going to end it here because the sun went down and it's getting cold. My hands are freezing. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Have a couple of announcements that my wife wrote down for me. Says, don't forget to mention live demos every first Sunday starting in January. So you can watch it on YouTube and you can actually participate in Zoom. It's better for Zoom because we can interact. You can ask questions as you're watching. We found out last week no one tuned into the Zoom, but we didn't know there were people on Facebook watching for the Facebook Live crowd. I sincerely apologize for that. Sorry for wasting your time. Let's see. So, we have a on-demand channel. That's just a subscription, just $5 for content you can't see anywhere else. Our family started a family channel. We're all artists. Of course, I'm a puppeteer artist. My wife, she does art classes as well, workshops. She's a painter and a fabric artist. My son, Divine, our teenager, he's 18 now. He's an adult. He's an actor and he's a physical trainer. So he'll be doing that. He'll be doing physical training and maybe he'll do some acting classes. We'll try to talk him into that. And our son Taryn, he'll be doing things. He makes these action figures, cool action figures out of cardboard and paper and tape. So maybe we'll get him to do that. And our baby girl, we just found out she's a musician. She made her first single last week. Might upload on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to upload that tonight. So yeah. Oh, and it's holiday season. You want something unique for your family and friends, get one of these toys that I make. Go on my website. We have a store at JEGHETTO'S workshop at JEGHETTO.com where we have handmade toys. I just started welding a couple weeks ago. I have small metal sculptures made out of, scrap metal and silverware. I have a cool spider the body is made of spoons, and I use hex nuts for the eyes and some scrap scrap wire for the legs. It's pretty cool. So I'll be uploading that too. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you really should, because that's where I do my behind the scenes and the development of puppets while I'm working on them. On Instagram, I am at JEGHETTO'S_puppets. And my YouTube channel, you're already there. So, you know, if you go on my website, all the links of everything, that's where you get access to everything that we have. So remember, our family channel, it's our own personal channel. It's a live stream of recordings. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I will see y'all next time. Peace from Jeghetto. Love and puppets. Peace and puppets.